Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Geodude TV here. Glad you can join me. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Geodude, and I am someone that likes to focus on reviewing products, mostly tech-based products. Most of the products I review I've owned for quite a while, and today I want to review a product that was actually my first ever purchase when I bought my PC. For many years I actually played PlayStation and Xbox, like so many, and eventually I got my first good paycheck and I decided to buy myself a PC. I thought I was on top of the world. I thought of right away the graphics, the frames, oh yes, it's gonna be amazing. But little did I know that I was in for a rude awakening. One of the biggest, most difficult things when transitioning from console to PC was the whole keyboard and mouse thing. Now, when I first started gaming on PC, I had a lot of issues. I was borderline horrendous. I had issues finding keys. I had issues finding just the the keys basically was the biggest issue. I didn't really have much of a mouse issue. It was always the keys. I could never reach the keys. It was a little bit complicated for me I honestly could not grasp or wrap my head around how anyone can play on a keyboard. The keys are so far apart and you have to put your fingers in a certain position that felt uncomfortable and unnatural. But I started to dig around, honestly. I was on the verge of just quitting and going back to console. I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to be able to figure this out. I tried for months on end, and I saw slight improvements, but not enough not the results that I wanted. And so, 5 years ago, when I was starting to build my PC, initially I had just a regular mouse. Like, it was kind of a boring, like, random mouse, probably cost $10. And I started to try and figure out how I can improve. And I stumbled upon this, which I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, but was the review that I wanted to do right now, and that's the Logitech G600. Yes. Wow. This thing is a relic. It's probably one of the most popular MMO mouses around. Because if you search for it, it's the Logitech G600, but it's also known as the MMO gaming mouse. Yeah, and the reason it's called the MMO gaming mouse, if any of those of you that are familiar with MMOs, you understand that if you're going to play an MMO, you're going to need a whole lot of keybinds, a whole lot of keys. One of the things that it was known for was that it had a lot of buttons that you can map out, and you didn't actually physically have to touch your keyboard to press these buttons. And this is the mouse right here on display. Once again, I've had it for about 5 years now. And what are my thoughts and impressions of this mouse? Let me just say, and I hope you guys listen to this, if you are transitioning over from console to PC and you've never played PC before, this will make your transition so much easier. And why is that? So, one of the biggest things about console is you have a control. And you know, I console game for so many years. I knew the buttons like the back of my hand. It was like easy. It felt natural, felt easy. But when I was doing PC, I never really, all I thought of was the graphics and frames. I thought that it would be so easy to figure out the keybinds too, but that was not the case. So the thing that this mouse has is actually, it has a total of 12 buttons on the side that you can bind to anything. I'm sure you can see 6, it's 9, and 12. So you can basically put, for example, if you were having an issue with the shift with your pinky, you can make one of these buttons your shift button. One of the 12 buttons can be a shift button. If you were always having issues throwing grenades with a G, you can bind this to any of these buttons to a G. If your problem was probably, I'm trying to think, crouching with a C, bind to C. or just if you wanted to bind it to other things like menus and maps and games, you can do that too. Again, by default, it's set from the standard 1 through equal sign keys. Like if you look at your keyboard, you'll notice that it has 12 keys, and it's the 1 through equal sign. That's the default. But you can actually go into the Logitech software and set it to any key you like. So that's a total of 12 buttons. However, there's another feature on it that actually has right here. As you're holding a mouse with your pinky finger, not your pinky finger, your ring finger right here, there's actually another button there. I'm not sure if you can see. There's one button here, there's the left click, the right click, and then there's another click right here. That actually serves as a purpose, is basically as a shift. So alt shift kind of thing. So let's say if you wanted to make these buttons your 1 all the way down to the equal sign, you can do that. But what this can serve is a shift plus 1, and you can make it an alternate key. So in reality, you have a total of 24 potential keybinds here, and that's insane. That's more than enough than most games offer. And when I first started gaming, this was the only mouse I was using. This is like literally, as soon as I tossed away my $10 mouse, I thought, okay, this is the only way I'm going to get better. And as over the course of time, I've gotten better with FPS games and MMOs to understand where the keys are at and all the functions. But this served me so well for many, many years. And honestly, I think I would have quit PC gaming if it wasn't for this. And I promise you, if you are struggling to adapt to the PC, the keys and the layouts and where to place your hand, this will definitely help you. And eventually you'll start to learn how to function with the keyboard and how to reach buttons more effectively during games. One last thing I want to mention is a couple more things actually. Is this also has a scroll wheel that has 5 adjustable keys. You can mouse up, mouse down, click down, to the right, to the left, left click, to the left, to the right. So a total of 5 buttons you can adjust there too. It also has DPI shifts here, so you can DPI shift it. A little wheel right here. Sorry. Yeah, and one other thing that I want to mention before I let you guys go was actually that this is a very, very heavy mouse. It's very big and bulky. Personally, over the course as I started to get better at video games, FPS mostly, I started to sway away from this mouse and I started going for a lighter mouse, because I kind of see this as something, especially for me, I used it as kind of like a training wheels when I first started in the PC gaming space. It helped me out so much. I used it for 2 or 3 years before I finally moved on to a more like I guess FPS oriented mouse. But I would highly recommend this mouse if you are someone that is struggling to adapt to the PC gaming environment. If you're playing a game and you're having trouble with the keys on the keyboard, this will definitely make your life a whole lot easier. Or if you're someone that likes to play World of Warcraft or also Final Fantasy 14, I remember I've been using I still use this one to this day, Final Fantasy 14, but for the most part I actually use my control for Final Fantasy 14. But this is a product that I really, really enjoyed for many years, and I highly recommend it. And 5 years and still clicks like it was right out the box. Nothing broken or anything. So it's a great product, and I recommend it. But yeah, that's my review on the product. If you are by any chance interested in the product, I'll leave a link down below, and you can purchase it right there on Amazon. If you like the video and you enjoyed the content, you can put thumbs up, you can like it, you can subscribe, and I appreciate everything. I hope I'll keep the videos coming, and you guys have yourself a great day. Alright then, take care guys, see ya.